Hello guys, welcome to the October vlog of 2022, and it's going to be a spooky one. Not really. Halloween's actually not going to be in this vlog. It's kind of a miserable day today, by the way. I just thought I'd mention that really quick. It's, one of those October days, Anyway, but like I said, Halloween's not going to be in this vlog because right towards the end, we're going to be kind of finishing early. Because usually these vlogs go from the 1st of October, or the 1st of the month, to the last day of the month. Just whatever happens that piques my interest, I put into the vlog. But, like I said, we're going to be cutting this one short because we're going to Comic-Con at the end of the month, about the 27th-ish, to, visit Comic-Con, which is in London. So it's miles away from here, about 100 miles away from here. So it's going to be good. We're going to go on the train and everything. And that's going to be its own video. So yeah, that's why this video is going to be cut short and Halloween won't be in it. But it's October, so everyone thinks of Halloween, and it's, of course, my birth month. So somewhere in this vlog is going to be my birthday. Somewhere. You can see my reflection in the window there a little bit. And this vlog is being recorded on my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4. So it's not using its full video capabilities, but it's using some of it. Although it's a lot easier and a lot better to record on this, because I can get all the pro features, which is pretty good. But yeah. Moving on. It's probably also worth mentioning that I need to clean my keyboard. And everything else. So there's dust everywhere. Can you see that? Just everywhere. Anyway, that I've actually sold my watch with my phone. But I haven't sold my AirPods because I like the AirPods and they do connect to my Android phone anyway. Not to have the same features as the iPhone, but yeah, I have got the Galaxy Buds coming in the mail at some point. But I have those as backup, I guess. So yeah. Just worth mentioning. Alright, so I've actually decided to sell on my iPhone 11 Pro Max, which is a bit of a shame because it has some history behind that phone. 3 years of the vlogs, which are no longer on YouTube, actually, I've got them privately saved, but were recorded on that phone. And a year and a half actually, of vlogs were recorded for this channel. So yeah, as you can see, this is all I have to remember it by is its case. I do have a few other cases that I used over the years, but this is this is not the first actually. This is the one I had just before it was sold. So yeah, I can't tell you how much I sold it for, obviously, but that money was going towards our trip to Comic-Con because every little helps, I suppose. But yeah, it's just kind of good enough to document that it's end of an era, passing of the baton to the device you're watching, or the device I'm using to record this vlog on now, which is the Galaxy Fold 4. So yeah, end of an era. So, while my kettle boils, I just thought I'd mention that if you guys have watched my previous vlogs and you care enough to notice, I always wore an Apple Watch, and I just recently, as you would know, sold it, because of course I don't use my my iPhone anymore. In fact, I've sold that as well. But I actually upgraded to the Galaxy Watch 5, just to pay no attention to my hairy Robin Williams arms. And it's not a lot of steps because I've not been on my arm very long, and it's got a little bit of dust in it already. I've been doing some housework, so shake it off. That's a gesture you can actually do as well, and it's really good so far. I haven't had much of a go with it, but from my initial impressions, it's pretty good. Pretty good. I love the always-on display as well because I had an Apple Watch 4, so it's quite old. But this is of course equivalent, the Android equivalent to an Apple Watch 8, I believe. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's not the Pro version, because the Pro version was a little bit too sporty for me, and it only had like a slightly longer battery and something to do with trackback or something. I didn't really need that. I just needed a smartwatch, this is the 44mm version, but it's still pretty good. So there's supposed to be a gesture you can activate. It's not really working, but I'll look at that. But yeah, pretty good. So for Comic-Con, we're actually going to be meeting Christina V, the voice of Ladybug / Marinette in Ladybug and Cat Noir, obviously. Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir, whatever. It's going to be really interesting because we actually have a photo op with her. Now, I don't know the rules on filming during this, but it'll definitely be in the Comic-Con video. Meeting Christina V is going to be so awesome. But anyway, just thought I'd mention that in the vlog because it's, vlog-worthy. So, as of the recording of this section of the vlog, it is the 6th of October today. I have 514 subscribers on this channel, which has in fact unlocked the community page on the channel, This allows me to give information about what's going on in the production of videos on the channel. 514 subscribers isn't that much. It's nothing really. It's a drop in the water, but I'm very appreciative of all the people who returned. This channel, or the X version of this channel called Munk Media, used to have 35,000 subscribers, and we already had that amount of interaction with videos as well. So it's a drop in the water compared to what we used to have, but I'm appreciative of everyone who's come back, and new people as well.
Sounds good to me. Okay. Sorry, Theo, but I've got to go. I'll see you in a few hours. Oh, where
Watching
is
videos on my watch.
craving some ice cream.
Welcome to the future.
Don't worry. It's not like ice cream is very good for you anyway.
So we have finally received our Comic-Con badges. Obviously there's no lanyard on it, but a place to attach a lanyard along the historic River Thames. As you know, it's in London, obviously, London Comic-Con. We don't have the actual lanyard, you get that when you're there, but this is the actual physical badge. Can't show you the back of it, obviously, because there's information on the back of it. But yeah, this is just getting closer. Can't wait. There's some footage has released, because it hasn't released as of yet, of this clip in the vlog of Rise of the Sphinx. And it looks okay. My initial impressions. That's not the TV show, but it'll probably get copyright strikes for that. But, you know, it looks okay. He jumps up onto the building, and then the camera, which is my biggest concern, sort of stays there as they're fighting. But I'm not sure if that's true to what's going to happen with the camera in the game. It's the biggest concern, the camera. As you can see during this bit of action, the camera sort of slowly moves towards the action. If you know what I mean. You see that? It's like moving on a slider shot at this point. Moving sideways. That's not typically what happens to a camera in a video game. So this is a cinematic gameplay trailer, I think. Yeah, so I don't want it to be too platformy. Like I said, there's an arrow there pointing up to this. So maybe it has a little bit of open world elements where it's telling you where to go. You know, maybe the camera sort of sticks there. A bit like Batman, a little bit. Arkham, whatever, I forget what it's called. But yeah, hopefully it's not too platformy, that's all I'm hoping. When I bought my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4, it's a mouthful that, isn't it? I actually received a gift like you do. You guys know about the S Pen and the case. I think I mentioned that, but that's some of the things that came with the phone free of charge. It's supposed to cost £100, like $120. Got it for free. But I also got a set of these, which is the Galaxy Buds Pro 2, or 2 Pro, which is a pretty nice little accessory, obviously. I do have the AirPods Pro, not the AirPods Pro 2 because they've just come out, but yeah, this is a good replacement for them since I've now moved into the Android architecture or the Samsung ecosystem, what do you want to call it. So yeah, they're pretty good actually. I've tried them out, had them for about a couple hours now. It did take them 2 weeks to arrive, so that's the thing. But a free gift like this is pretty extravagant, considering these are about £300, which is whatever in dollars. But yeah, they are pretty good. They are pretty good. Really nice sound on them. So the day has finally come. It is my birthday, and as you can see here, one of the things that Naomi got me is this Lego Darth Vader plush, and it's awesome. I actually picked this out myself. I wanted her to get me this, but yeah, it's a bit of fluff on it all over the place. But it's pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool. But she also got me this set, which I've been after for quite some time. It's the Darth Vader. It's a bit controversial, this, actually, because of the fact that it's a very violent scene and they've turned it into a Lego set. But I actually like it. I really like the new print they've got for Darth Vader. They've actually got a print on his arms there. Looks good. It's going to look good on display. So yeah. We've been out all day. It's kind of early in the afternoon. We're about to go back out again and then go for a meal, which I might catch some footage of. But yeah, it's been pretty good so far. Yep, as expected, I was unable to film anything at the meal because things were kind of hectic and, you know, family orientated. Just throw my old Converse shoes over there because they are old and ripped. And is that a piece of hair on the floor over there? You don't notice things until you see it through the camera. What is that? Anyway, yeah. So we had a good day out. I am exhausted. It was a lot of walking, 11,500 and something, or 612,000 steps, something like that, I think, rounding it up. I did manage to pick up some more. I think out this bag here. Some more Miraculous dolls. Yep, there we go. Yeah, that's the store I got them from. And this one is, of course, the Cosmobug. And she looks awesome in this outfit. I really like that. I didn't even know they made this version of her. But that looks pretty good. And also, I managed to pick up, to treat myself for my anniversary of birth. Yeah, my old slippers there in the corner. I know I'm going to get a comment about those. This is also Lady Dragon, which is from the Shanghai movie, Miraculous World. I also happen to be there. This was the only one they had there. I don't know if there's any more, but you just have the Prodigious right there, which is cool. I really like her outfit. I really like that costume. So cool. But yeah, they're going to look awesome on display. Kind of got to say too, though, the artwork on the back here is actually really good. Nice big thick font. In 2 different languages, I believe, there. Or 3 different languages. Something like that. It looks awesome. But yeah, ultimately, I had a pretty good birthday. It's not over. It's about 8 o'clock in the afternoon. But for the rest of the day, just going to kind of relax because I am so tired after all that walking. We basically walked between 2 cities. It was crazy. But yeah, moving on. So, taking a look at the Lady Dragon figure, and we can see here that the outfit is absolutely phenomenal. It's really, really good. I really like the outfit on this one. I've said this already, but seeing it out of the box, it's pretty nice. I like the pattern, the orange pattern sort of travels down her and then kind of continues up into her, like the back of her legs, as you can see there. Pretty good. So do the stripes here on the side. It's absolutely fantastic. And taking a look at Cosmobug here, or Cosmobug, I can't actually remember how you pronounce it. She's absolutely phenomenal. Getting this backpack slight type thing onto her was a little bit of a pain, especially trying to get it around her waist, but keep the shape of the outfit, uncreased. It was a bit of a challenge, a bit fiddly, because this is actually really tight on her back. But worth it, because it's an absolutely fantastic result. I absolutely love her face on this and the light blue hair. It's brilliant. Just check that out. That is awesome. I just looked at it already, but that's going to look absolutely brilliant on display. I kind of wish, though, that she had the mask. They've got like a helmet going around the cheeks. It's on the box art, but it's not actually on the doll, which is a little detail, but maybe they'll add it in future iterations. I know they're always changing these things. The Marionette doll went through so many different changes. I actually have 2 different versions of the same doll, which is interesting. But yeah, I'm absolutely blown away by this one. It's really, really, really good. It's going to look awesome on display. So my Miraculous collection of dolls, at least, are growing. I have spares over in that shelf down there of the older ones and some of the newer ones, as well as these guys as well. This is the same as that one over there, except she has a different mask. When I bought this one, it came with the wrong mask. They put the wrong doll inside of the wrong outfit. But of course, I might actually replace her with an outfit at some point, because she also has a bit of a white mark there I can't get rid of. I'm not sure what it is. I might be able to get rid of it. I don't know. And she's actually the Transform Marionette, because I have a standalone one back there, as you can see. They look different. Interesting how they keep changing it. And she's kind of wearing the old version of Marinette's trousers from the other line. But yeah, it looks good. Got the bunny in it hanging back there. The strange mistake one that I guess they never really swapped when they made the Lucky Charm outfit, which is that one. And I've got Rena Rouge hanging back there, and there's Adrian kind of hanging behind the big Cosmobug, which looks awesome. And it's kind of leaning on Marinette as well, but they can't stand up on their own on that dusty old picture that I put on there. Yeah, but no, it's looking good. Very happy with it. Something I can't get hold of very often, a bottle of root beer. This is only Virgil's root beer. I'm a fan of A&W root beer, but this is pretty nice as well. It's been imported, as you can see, but the label has seen better days. That's for sure. And yes, they were 2 for £100. I'm kidding, it's 2 for £1. There's the dots missing. But yeah, it's pretty nice. I love it. So, in the middle of doing all the Munkcast stuff and everything for you guys, I've actually been able to find some free time to finally build this Lego set. It's only been a day since my birthday, I think, 2 days. So, you know, it's fine, and I have it all set up and ready to go to build. It's been a while since I built any Lego, and you guys will know if you watch my vlogs, which I hope you do if you're watching this one, that I like Lego. I have quite a substantial collection behind me, which I'm not going to turn around to look at because I can't move really well at this moment right now. Because I've kind of set up, you know, got Lego around me, got the bags down in this corner and things. It's good. So, yeah. What is this on my desk? It's going to be fun to build. So let's get to it. First bag done, and it's been about 50 minutes, something like that, almost an hour. And that doesn't mean anything to you, so I didn't show you the time when I started. But yeah, this is what I've gotten so far, and the spares and repairs here. And of course, those are the little minifigures that have come with this bag. So yeah, I like the robot. Is it called Ned, I believe? Yeah, I have to look at the box there, but Ned, and that's Tala, obviously. Everyone knows Tala. And, yeah, so it kind of looks like the Millennium Falcon at the moment. It doesn't, but it's the general outline. But yeah, time for bag 2. And now, after another 40 minutes and watching an Adam the Woo video, at the same time as building, I have gotten this. Gotten, is that in a word? I have got to this point. And it's looking really good. I absolutely love the design of this. It's really, like, complex and just stone looking. It's really cool. So yeah, that's the only spares and repairs I have there. But yeah, it's looking really, really good. On to bag 3. Okay, and roughly about another 35 minutes later, and I have finished the last bag, essentially, the whole set, and I am absolutely pleased with it. There's a lot of controversy around this set, like I said before, I believe, about it being, you know, just during such a violent scene and it's turned into a Lego set. But personally, I really like it. The main reason I wanted this set actually was because of the Darth Vader minifigure with the newer print on the arms there and also on the back. I believe it wasn't on the back before, but also if you remove his helmet, if I can do that without pulling the figure off, he has the scarred, sort of freshly scarred face from the show, and it actually is, if I can turn this around, goes all the way to the back as well, which is pretty cool. I think it's reused from another set, actually. It might be. Or it might be new. I'm not really sure. It's a new variant of that one, but I like to keep these nice and tidy, so I actually dust them off with a cloth and I put them on display to make them look nice and shiny. But yes, there's also, of course, the primary character of Obi-Wan, and he is looking pretty good, being lifted by Darth Vader there. And of course, you can pull this out, and there should be a mechanism that makes that flip out, so you can burn him like he does in the show. And I like how it actually reflects off of Darth Vader a little bit. The orangeness of that looks pretty cool. And there's a nice feature back here as well. If you would tap this, lava from this little canister, the whole thing here will spray it out everywhere, or do that, you know, to make sure you don't want to lose all the bits, and just kind of go everywhere as it does in the show, I guess. I think it does anyway. But yeah, I'm absolutely pleased with this. I'm absolutely loving it, and it's going to look really nice on display. And because I have Obi-Wan and Darth Vader fighting in pretty much every version that they've fought on the Death Star, back in the prequel, or forward in the prequel when they're fighting on Mustafar, and other versions of them fighting. I can't remember, it's all over the place. I'll maybe put them in the vlog if I remember. But you know, this is just kind of adding to that collection, because I don't know, I just like to see them fighting, I guess. But yeah, absolutely loving it. It's fantastic. So, Naomi found something really interesting online, which I could buy, and did, because as soon as I saw it, just had to get it, you know. And it's this. This is the double pack set, the special edition sort of set. Well, not special edition, but you know what I mean. For the Miraculous Ladybug and Cat Noir movie. The movie, which hasn't, as of this video, been released yet. The film hasn't come out. The place where we got this from, surprisingly enough, was Toys R Us, because online Toys R Us still exists, and they're also bringing back physical stores. I'm just so glad they're making a comeback. But yeah, she looks so cool in the movie, by the way. So does Cat Noir. It looks very similar, but Ladybug has like the drastic difference there. Looks pretty good. She looks good. You can see a little bit of the black yo-yo thing going around her there. But yeah, looks good. I am going to remove this from the box. Naomi has ordered for me, because she's nice enough to order it for me, has ordered a very, very collectible limited edition doll, which I will put in the vlog at some point, which will not be removed from the box. But this one, I'm going to buy another one of these to keep in the box. But this one is coming out of the box, and I really like the artwork on the back. It's the standard from behind shot that you generally have with superheroes. So I have managed to get them out of the box without damaging the box whatsoever. So there's no damage to the box whatsoever, even though, like I said, I am going to be getting another one of these that are sealed in the box. But for now, I have managed to keep the box undamaged, as you can see my reflection there. I would have done an unboxing on the channel. You can hear my stomach rumbling as well in the background. Please ignore that. But there's not really much to unbox, to be fair. It's just the two dolls, which I will go over in the vlog right now as you're watching this. And the only thing that came with it, really, as accessory-wise, is this little pamphlet, which comes with all of the dolls. Surprisingly enough, this set isn't in this pamphlet. A lot of the newer ones aren't. I've got a few of them. See that close. I've got another one here, as you can see, from the other dolls I unboxed earlier in the vlog. So looking at these, as you can see, Cat Noir is much more premium looking. Looks very similar to his original. In fact, I have the original right here. So this is the one that you would get in stores at the moment, and this is the one you get in this set. You can see that it's a little bit more premium looking. It's darker colours, and the outfit is much, much more shiny and textured as well. As you can see, there's a very interesting looking texture to it, like a leathery, faux leathery kind of look. This one is just kind of like a plasticky look on top of the fabric as well. I do like to push his tail thing down a little bit because it is a little bit too far up there. But yeah, same kind of shoes and everything. But again, they look very much similar. They look a little bit of a more grey colour on the newer one, on the movie version. Sorry. It is on there. So yeah, the eyes look very much very similar as well. We're about to knock each other over. I kind of wish they would coat the hands black or something, but they don't. They just keep it like that. I guess that's how you can change their outfit or something. But yeah, as you can see, definitely more premium looking. Even the mask has a bit more of a shine to it. And looking at Ladybug, she has the most drastic difference. The outfit is much tighter on her, which is something I've been asking for these new releases since they started. Although she does have a bit of plastic around her waist there. That's actually on. I have to cut that off. And around her arms. This is to protect her outfit from the tie wraps that are in the pack, so they don't leave those horrible marks, which does tend to happen. The only thing that she's missing is her yo-yo. Doesn't come with this. If you buy it single pack, then it will. She will come with her yo-yo. At least I don't think it comes with a yo-yo. But I do actually have a spare yo-yo. However, it's not the movie version, but I will be getting the single pack to accommodate that anyway. But this is the Ladybug that you can buy in stores at the moment. As you can see, the outfit is a bit more loose fitting. Same sort of colour, I guess, except her outfit is way more shinier and a totally different material as well. This is a sort of, I don't know, like polyester kind of feeling material, whereas this is kind of leathery, kind of like spandex feeling material. It's hard to explain, but the spots are all in the same sort of pattern, so it's definitely the same thing. And the stitching, which I always have a problem with, is totally, can't get it to focus, is totally hidden, almost. So you can't see the stitching as much as you can, say, on this version, which is really dead obvious. But yeah, absolutely over the moon with this, and the hair is absolutely perfect. The face is night and day different. Night and day different. Although, to be fair, in this picture of her back here, her eyes look more like narrow, as they do in this one, than they do in this one. But this is quintessentially the film version. So, and it looks just way more premium, like I've said, than this. But yeah, so this is like a 5-minute video by itself. This is going to be a long vlog again. I know it's about, what, the halfway mark? Oh, halfway. half an hour mark at the moment. So there's not going to be much more to this vlog, even though we're only halfway through the month. So yeah, it's going to be a long one. It has to be a long one because the Comic-Con video is at the end of this month. So yeah, looking good. And of course, I don't want to forget to mention that it does actually come with a rose, which I think it does actually go in her hand. It had like one of those ties around it to keep it from, can't get it to focus, to keep it from falling out of her hand. But to be fair, I couldn't get her out of the box without cutting it. So I'm going to have to try and find a way to keep that in her hand with him giving it her when it's on display, which I'm going to do in a moment. So yeah. I've also briefly noticed as well on Ladybug that the bottom of her shoes are black. Probably have to pull this down a little bit here. But on the original, as you can see, they didn't do that. There's not even a black spot on it. On this one, there is. Nice little attention to detail. And there we have it for the characters on display. It's not all of my models, but it's enough of them that are on the display up there. Just kind of on this one. They look so premium in the middle compared to the rest of them. Like there's TV show ones back there, and the movie ones are right in the middle on display, reflecting the light above me. And when the studio lights are on, which are the things that go around the top, are on, it's going to reflect the light really well and shine off their outfits. And it's going to look really, really cool. Okay, so it is indeed the next day, and the doll that I said was going to be added to the collection has been added to the collection. And it is, of course, this one, which is the marionette doll from the movie, which is yet to be determined exactly where this appears in the film. One of the arms has fallen off the shoulders, which is a bit of a shame because you can't get into the box without breaking the seal. But this doll is about $50 in the US. I think, anyway, it is if you convert what we paid for it from Toys R Us. So, yeah. Apparently, this has got some, no spoilers, but this has got something, according to the description, this has got something to do with the pivotal moment in the film, and it's a limited edition doll from that particular moment in the film. And she looks absolutely wonderful. You can see sort of the imprint of her collarbone there, which looks really nice. Collarbones, which looks really nice there. So nice attention to detail. Those figures or dolls also have that. So it's nothing like special, but it is nice to sort of see that kind of detail on a doll because it makes it look more realistic and better looking overall. Got wings on the back of the costume there as well. Apparently she's transformed in this mode, in this outfit. Not so sure because her earrings are red and sparkly too. But I absolutely love the hair. The hair is just to die for. The way it shines off the light there, it's just so sparkly and nice. I think her hair does the same, but it's just not as... Obviously it has the shine, but it doesn't have that blueness. It's kind of akin to that one a little bit. But yeah, this is really, really nice doll. Absolutely loving the dress and things. I think she has like pink sparkly shoes on there as well. Can't get it to focus. But yeah, looks really, really, really nice. And it's definitely going somewhere on here. But yeah, I will not digress any longer. And we'll move on to the vlog. So it's also got the same picture on the back as you see there. So there's nothing, like no description or spoilers. So yeah, really, really nice. Okay, so there we go. That looks a lot better. The box on top obviously adds weight, but so do these little Plag and Tiki models that are weighting the box down and then in turn that box down. So it stands kind of in the middle of it all. It looks really, really nice and will appear in the background of some of my upcoming TikTok videos as well. So yeah, looks pretty cool. I'm very happy with it. So I buy beer for a unit I don't have, a Surger unit. I need to get one. Not too expensive. You can buy sort of... What a good timing. You can buy inexpensive Surger units and jewelry cleaners and things, but it's pretty good. It's a tall Surger Guinness unit. Apparently it's the best kind you can have in a can. But look at the expiry date. The 8th of the 8th of last year. Last year. The dog really knows when I'm filming, doesn't she? Apparently, beer keeps for quite a while. This is a year old. Just over a year old. So we will see when I finally get a Surger unit if this is any good. If it isn't, it'll get thrown away and I'll buy new cans. But yeah, I don't have a Surger unit right now and probably won't in this vlog. But yeah, it's just interesting. So Jodie Whittaker's last outing as the Doctor is going to be tomorrow as of this video. And I can't really put my initial impressions of the last episode, or her last episode, into this vlog, because of course I have to cut this short very soon, because I have to prepare for the Comic-Con video, which I guess some of you will be interested in. I take too much pride in things that get little views. But anyway, yeah, so I've decided to use my Fold 4 rather than my camcorder, because it's just better quality. That camcorder is old, and this just would be better for it, and it's easier to pocket as well. But anyway, I think overall that Jodie Whittaker has been a pretty good Doctor. She's suffered from some interesting writing choices. I won't say bad, but I'll just say that it's just interesting. I liked the twist of the Timeless Child. It was pretty interesting, legitimately interesting. You know, if you actually watch Doctor Who, by the way. But I won't give anything away, I suppose. But yeah, it's been an interesting run. She definitely should return in the future.
It's been a while since I've played this game, but they've changed the sort of animation style of the little sprites that they actually move. It's been a while, like I said, but that's a pretty nice addition. I haven't yet to play the DLC. This is sort of the free DLC that came with it. But I do still have the 2 major expansions to play. This is Sword Art Online Alice Station Licorice, if you're wondering. So, yeah. As you can see there. It's all in Japanese, but you pick up some words as you're playing it too. Which I'm kind of missing right now because I'm looking through the camera lens, but yeah. It's pretty cool.
So, with all of that said, the vlog is basically at an end right now. If you sat through this entire premiere, which premiered the same day I'm filming this particular section of the vlog, then I'd want to thank you, because without you guys watching this all the way through for half an hour, more than half an hour, you know, the channel wouldn't exist. I know that these videos barely break 1,000 views, if that. But you know what? I enjoy making them, and that's the point of this channel anyway. This is basically a non-profit channel. We don't get any profit from this channel whatsoever. You know, it's been fun. It's been a fun month of just basically Miraculous stuff. The Miraculous game comes out in a few days, but it's not going to be in this video, because as you guys know, the Comic-Con video has to be prepared for, and that's going to come up next on the channel. And I just want to mention as well, while I just pan over here to look at these old figures, well, not old figures, but that the Munkcast is most likely going to be released in mid-November, and then we're going to have a Christmas special. So we're not going to be able to make the Halloween special, obviously, because of Comic-Con. But, yeah, we're definitely going to be having a Christmas special, and the first episode of the actual season, or second half of the season, sorry, is going to start in November. So, yeah, almost can confirm it, even if it's not animated and just a pure audio thing, because animation takes a long time, then at least it's out there. You know what I mean? Tell me what you guys think of that in the comment section, or in the chat as much time as you have left. Would you like to watch a Munkcast or listen to a Munkcast that is mostly just audio? Okay? So yeah. And on that, the vlog. No, that's Adam the Woo. I say vlog. Yes, I've decided to bring back the mask. I don't know why. It's just a stylistic thing I like to do. Plus, I have horrible confidence issues, so the mask is kind of a little bit of a, I don't know, a comfort, I guess. I don't have autism or anything like that, obviously. I mean, you would think so with the chipmunks and everything at my age, but some people do. But no, it's just a confidence thing. It really is. I was wondering for the longest time, why do I wear a mask in the vlogs, and it's just a confidence thing. It's just a thing. Accept it. Sometimes I won't have it, sometimes I will have it. It's just a thing. It's just a thing. Put up with it, guys. Okay? But anyway, the reason I've interrupted just toward right the end of this vlog, right the last tiny little bit, is as I was editing it, I just thought I'd put this in, because I've just watched the last Doctor Who episode with Jodie Whittaker, and it's a nostalgic dream. It was really, really, really good. Really, really loved it. Absolutely adored it. It was brilliant. And I'm definitely going to be going back and rewatching it at some point, because it was, I don't want to spoil it, especially if you are a Doctor Who fan and you're watching this, because I know some of you are. Yeah, it's just the things and the people that show up in it, I'll say that much, just make it wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Okay? So I'll say that much. But anyway, the vlog is really, in this time, over.